M. Night, so nice to virtually meet you. I wanted to show you this Blu-ray now that I watched the film. My husband spoke with you last week and talked about this film with you, so he actually bought it, and we're going to watch it this week. But I thought I wanted to know, we have this film that was important to your dad in the house here.
That's hilarious. Audiences won't know what you're talking about right now, but
I know,
there's a reference
to
that movie. There's a reference to that movie in Old.
Yes, exactly. Well, congratulations on this film. I was blown away by it. I love the performances, the filmmaking, and everything. My husband and I were we actually watch a lot of your movies for our date nights. And over the weekend, we put in The Sixth Sense for our Saturday night movie in-home date night. And honestly, we were talking about it. We were like, I wonder what the Shyamalan household puts on for their family movie nights, or what he and his wife watch for their date nights. What are some of the movies that you frequently have on in your household?
What a great question. This is a very involved answer because movies are sacred to me, and so you can't just. They know no one in our house is allowed to like put on a movie and watch Pulp Fiction halfway through. That's not allowed. So you don't watch any great movies that way. You have to go down, watch it in the theater, watch it from beginning to end. Wow. You need to be quiet. You cannot speak. When we have like movie nights and the kids bring their friends, they have to give the speech. And the speech is, you can't speak, you can't comment, you can't guess. You can't be on your phone. You might think you're funny. Keep your jokes to yourself. This is the Shyamalan house. This is sacred, what you're about to do is watch this movie, okay? So just concentrate for that amount of time. But the tricky part, I think, for date night is my wife just wants to, watch a rom-com. And I'm like, listen, there's this black and white French movie about a donkey that I think we should watch tonight. You're going to find it beautiful. It's about the relationship between this young girl and this donkey. Do you think we can watch that? And she'll be like, no, we're going to watch.
That's literally my husband, by the way. That's my husband. I'm like, I want to watch the rom-com. And he's like, there's this great Criterion I have downstairs that I want to watch. And I'm like, okay.
Yes, there's always this tension. The rom-com tension is always there. I'm sure it's not. Everybody's household is the same. So.
Yeah, no, I love that answer so much. Well, my Nana, my grandmother, actually suffered from dementia. And without giving anything away in this film, there is a character that we see experience going through pretty severe dementia while on the beach. And I'm honestly just wondering if that is something that was always within your screenplay. I know you said on Twitter that this story was inspired by a book that your children gave you. And I was curious if it was in that, or if it was just something that you were personally inspired to write about in the film.
There was a character that's in the graphic novel, and I pushed it towards this aspect of aging because of personal experiences and all. And I think the thing about time that's scaring me, at this place in my life is you're seeing the wonder of it in your kids as they're becoming these adults, and you're blinking and they're saying and speaking and acting in a way that a year before, 6 months before, wow, you've grown so much. This is amazing. So they're changing, and the old version of themselves is gone. We can't ever get that little curly-haired little girl back who just sat there and wonder. And then your parents, the idea of dementia and things like that, you're losing that version of them. The old version of them, that's also gone. So how fast everything changes. It's scary, and so the movie's about seeing it so fast that you're faced with it, and you can't get away from it.
Yeah, very, very scary. Real quick, because I know they're wrapping me. As a fan of yours, I'm honestly just curious, and I don't even know if you'll be able to properly answer this, but I love the choices of your cameos in all of your films. And I'm just curious if there's one that fans come up to you most to speak about, or if there's one that is your personal favorite. I love the drug dealer in Unbreakable. So I love that one, but I'm wondering if there was a personal favorite of yours.
I think, well, the two that really were emotionally there was the one in Signs. I think probably Signs, my part in Signs. I guess that moment in my life, and acting with Joaquin and Mel in specific in those scenes, it was just a special place for me. So I enjoyed that one very much. But actually, fans come up, strangely enough, and say, "I loved you in Entourage." I get that like I get that every single day. Like,
Yeah, that is so great.
You were so good in Entourage. I'm like,
yes,
really?
Entourage had so many great cameos from so many Hollywood people. So yeah, no, thank you for speaking on that, because that makes me really happy that fans recognize you from Entourage. Well, M. Night, this has been a pleasure. I can't wait for fans to see the movie. My brother literally texted me about it last night, so I'm taking him to the theater to see it. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it so much.
You're so gracious. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.